I think it's very cute that Mayor Brandon wants to act like he's supportive of events coming to Chicago. And he made a joke about Beyonce helping him to make his budget or what have you. It's not really a joking matter. It's actually highly irresponsible for him to crack the joke about the massive deficit that Chicago is facing. But here's the thing. If he really wanted to support events and make it where events were excited to come to Chicago, here are the taxes he should review repealing and getting rid of to make that a little bit more potentially possible and fiscally responsible for event hosts that aren't, of the Beyonce caliber. It'll be great to have it where indie artists can even come to Chicago and bring their events to neighborhoods and smaller venues so that you have more of that economic infusion happening all throughout the city, not just Beyonce can afford to do a concert. So let's get into it, Brandon, since you clearly aren't clear on why people don't want to do concerts in Chicago. So the first reason people don't want to do concerts in Chicago, the amusement tax on admissions. It is an additional tax just on anything that you pay concerning admission. So you pay for your ticket, and then your ticket has an additional tax on top of it just for you wanted to go to an event. Here is a 9% tax on all admission fees. In addition to that, the amusement tax on ticket resales. So if you resell a ticket, you get taxed on that too. That is a 3% tax. Combined sales tax. That's an additional tax on all of these things. So that is a 10.25% tax. None of these are small taxes, guys. These are actually large scale taxes that could and should be reviewed. So this one is a combination of a state, county, and city tax that creates this 10.25%, and that is on merchandise, concessions, and services at events. Hotel accommodations tax, 4.5% on all short-term rentals in Chicago. So they wanted to get a piece of even the Airbnb business because they couldn't get enough from the hotel business. So they want to also make sure that they can tax short-term rentals in the city. So that's on top of that. And then a hotel bill can apparently, with an effective composite rate, it can reach about 17.39%. In addition to that, there is an electronic amusement tax in Chicago. So that's your Netflix tax. Yes, when you watch a Netflix movie in your home, you are being taxed. And the tax rate is at 10.25%. And then lastly, there's also a tax on any rentals that you do. So if you rent speakers, if you rent tables, if you rent anything in the city to host your event, you are being taxed on that as well. So Mayor Brandon, if you actually want to encourage events to come to this city and to not choose Nashville over Chicago, or to not choose Austin or Dallas over Chicago, because Chicago has many event spaces that need to have business, considering you lost the Bears. You lost the Bears. So figuring out how to make sure that Chicago becomes an event destination for event hosts of multiple sizes and not just Lollapalooza and Beyonce, then I think it would behoove you to review these taxes and see what is truly necessary. Because if you have taxes on parking, because we didn't even mention that, there's taxes on parking, there's taxes on fuel, there's taxes on every single thing in Chicago on top of just the flat rate fee. It is not survivable, and it is not a smart investment for anybody who's looking to see how they could actually have some profit left after hosting an event, because that is the purpose of hosting an event. It is to profit. So right now, Chicago is not strong business sense, and it needs to become strong business sense for event hosts in order for the people who have event related companies to prosper in this city. So I hope that you take that advice, Mayor Brandon. And if you won't, which I know you won't, there'll be somebody to replace you who will.